Hello? Hello. Didn't think you'd see my fucking face again, did you? Didn't think you'd see my fucking face again. Hello. Hi. Miss these? Hi there. Oh shit, my glasses. Hello. Oh, you actually did miss me? That's sweet. That's sweet. Hello. I got out of the fucking basement my my little sister put me in. Hi, Coomers! Hello! Hello. How's everyone? You subbed for another month! Ah! Yeah! Castrox! Castrox, thank you for the resub. Thank you for 22 months. Thank you. Mwah! Mwah! Shirney, thank you for gifting a sub to Raymond. It's nice to see you, Shirney. Mwah! And thank you for also gifting a sub to Delphi. Delphi, I saw you just followed. You weren't gonna sneak that one past me. I'm good. I woke up an hour late by mistake. Which wasn't too much of an issue, but I wanted to drop off some clothes at a donation center this morning. So it kind of pushed everything back a few hours. I'm sorry about that. There was like a bunch of clothing in my office hallway that I'd have to climb over every time I wanted to use the bathroom, and it was becoming a bit of a problem. So I finally dropped them off. They gave me a slip, and it's like a slip that says that you like donated a certain amount of clothing, and you can like write it off on your taxes. But they didn't fill out how much money I dropped off. So like, I mean, like I could have dropped off like $500 worth of clothing, right? That's believable, right? 30K. 30K worth of clothing. You gotta like you gotta square root the digits or whatever. Wait, square rooting makes something smaller, right? The Gucci bags are just lying around.
From stupid town?
I did make it to the toilet. I did. I just have to climb over every time. My office is almost complete now. There's still... I've been fighting with Throne because I originally I believe it was Felon who gifted me a desk, and it was turned out to be way too small. So I've been trying to return it, but the seller like wants me to mail it to them, and I did the math, and it's gonna cost like $800 to ship like a $200 desk. And I just told Throne, I was like, I'm not doing that. So I'm trying to figure out what to do, because I want to get if I'm not going to use the desk, I want to get Felon their money back. But I might just rebuild it and use it as like a makeup station in my room. It depends on what Throne says. If they're like, yeah, no, we can't help you, I'll probably just do that. But that is also in my the point I'm bringing this up for is that is also an object I have to climb over in order to get to the bathroom. That and like that's the only thing back there, except for now there's a box of like a bunch of Magic the Gathering cards. Ah, wait! I think the next Miku drop comes out this month. I fucking hate Wizards of the Coast. I hate Wizards of the Coast. They fucking used my wife to get me to buy more cards. I I said I was done. I said I was done after the Ixalan set. I said no longer will I buy Magic the Gathering cards. And then they fucking involved Miku, my wife. I'm back in the fucking building again! When is your ASMR streams? New to your streams. My ASMR streams are usually they're usually Monday and Friday nights. We might do a little bit more because there's been some requests for a little bit more. We don't have, do we have one this week? By the way, this is Candy Syrup. I love them so much. They're an old they're not old, they're a few years old. Like a few years back. They're a J-pop metal band. Yeah, we're probably gonna do ASMR on Monday. I usually stream at around 6 p.m. Pacific Standard or 9 p.m. Pacific Standard. What was removed? Oh, did you delete the degradation VODs? I had to remove them because YouTube said that they were going to delete my entire channel. They were going to terminate my entire channel if they stayed up there. Which is nice. They actually gave me a warning. Unlike Gyarocast's channel, they completely nuked that without any sort of a warning. I plan on re-uploading them to Blue Twitch. To Lee. So you'll be able to get them for free there. Actually, I might even put them on Substar. I can't say those words on Twitch. I'll get in trouble. Yeah. You last bought Magic the Gathering cards is when they had Transformers. That was like one of their first like collabs, I think. It was like Transformers and then they did My Little Pony and then I think Warhammer was next. But they're doing Miku drops all year. So yeah, exactly. I'll be getting all of the fucking Miku cards. I don't care how much it costs. Now you can't sleep because you don't have the degradation streams? Alright, I'll have to upload this today. You also sound so much better after the sickness trademarked. Yeah, I was supposed to have like a singing lesson tomorrow. But I think I'm gonna save. I think I'm gonna wait until Tuesday. My singing instructor wants me to sing at like an open mic thing next week though, and I'm fucking terrified. What did she want me to sing? Hold on, let me check our messages. We've been working on a few songs. Not like original songs, but like songs that I'm like learning to sing. I think it's, yeah, I'm gonna sing Beyond the Sea. I can sing pretty good in private, but then like when I'm in front of people, my nerves kick in. Like the only way I can really do karaoke streams is if I get shit-faced drunk. How's your vocal stamina been since recovering? I'm still recovering. That's why I kind of want to wait a little bit longer. I was humming in the shower last night and I could not hit the same length of notes and tones. Because right off the window with nerves, it really does. It's bad. My voice will get all shaky. Thank you for cheering me on when I sing. I really want to like get good. I really want to get good. I've done stuff like some of you are aware I've done a song with Moxie Floxy, but I want to do more. I'm working on 2 covers right now, 2 song covers. One of them is super hard, and so I've had to like put it on the back burner. The other one, actually, as soon as I feel better, I'm just gonna record it. You're a good songster. I wouldn't even say I'm an okay-ish songster. I'm working on it. I'll get there one day. Shirley, thank you for the gifted sub to Annie. Thank you, thank you. Push the baby bird from the nest. No! That's so sad. I'll just hit the ground and die. So this weekend we're not doing the ASMR because I'm gonna be at Hentai Matsuri, which is a big 18+ convention. Gyarocast is gonna be there. We missed 2 releases from March that we did not talk about last episode on Gyarocast episode 3. So we're probably gonna just do a live show where we discuss those 2 books, and then we'll probably do a Q&A afterwards. That is on Saturday, I believe. Let me double check. Wow. That was supposed to make my model change too, but it didn't. Let's see. This is January, February, March, April. Gyarocast live at Hentai Matsuri is going to be Saturday at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time PM. We also have a meet and greet on Friday at 11 PM. So if you are at the convention in San Diego, come say hi.
3 hours later.
Hi. Why are you using those redeems? I'm also taking part in a Hollywood Squares game on Friday. I still need to I hope they don't expect me to memorize all the questions, because I'm kind of dumb. You've never been to San Diego? It's really warm.
Hey pal, you just blowing from stupid town?
I was surprised at how many tall buildings they have. I was like, that doesn't seem like a good idea. Aren't you guys on a fault line? But it's really pretty. I like driving down there. I can do the drive in an hour. If there's no traffic. If there's no traffic. Actually, I washed my car so that I could visit for a day. You're debating going to TwitchCon this year. I would be real. Unless you're... I don't understand what there is to do at TwitchCon. Does TwitchCon have a merch hall? I didn't think that they had vendors. What do you do at TwitchCon? Your mama? I'm sure there are actual orgies at TwitchCon, but it has a vendor hall? I didn't know that. What are they drawing? Germa? I would go to TwitchCon for some Germa merch. I bought this Germa wall scroll. It's mostly VTubers? Really? Is it? Huh. Fight with the Twitch CEO. Throw hands. I've never been to a TwitchCon, and I don't really see the point in going to one. It's I guess they'd have panels run by Twitch streamers, right? There's not gonna be a Kumo orgy. No. You're at the Vegas one, and there was a lot of VTuber merch in the...
Wow!
Why isn't that making my model get all pixelated? Oh, I know why. We might want to turn off that redeem. It's because I'm using a different way to cast my model onto the screen. There's no Kumogaki. Drop it. Next person to say Kumogaki gets timed out. You see the new Doom? I did. I want Doom guy to put my head in the skull crossbow crusher. My god. Okay, Sparks, you're getting timed out. Guys. Guys. Guys, I have to. We're on Twitch. Behave. Oh yeah, it looks like all of the a lot of the redeems that interact with my model are broken right now because I changed rather than using the actual VTube Studio camera capture, I changed it to a spout capture. Which is a different type of, it's just a different way of doing it, and it saves saves me from the trouble of having to green screen out the background. You did a double take at that weapon when you saw what it... Oh yeah, I fucking love it. When he just shoves a skull in there. That's so fucking... Ah! Honestly, Viking Doom guy He kind of... The fur looking raw on my guy. I don't know who it was. I think it was Shondo immediately after the trailer dropped. Just started like posting about him. Yeah. I'm excited for it. I still have to beat the last 2 Doom games, so we'll have to do that soon. Poi at the top of her lungs. Dude, she's poying. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to TwitchCon. I don't really plan on going to any TwitchCon. I did, hold on, I have to cough. I did, like, you know how when you log on to Twitch, it, like, has an advertisement for the TwitchCon tickets. I clicked on it and I was like, oh, all right, let's see how much they are. Holy shit, they cost so much. They cost like 4 times the 4-day tickets for Anime Expo. Like, so much. And for what? At least at Anime Expo, I'm like, I have panels I want to go see. There's some artists like J18 is bringing a mangaka to the convention. Yeah, they're bringing a mangaka. It's tragic, I know. I'll turn that down a little bit. But what am I supposed to do at TwitchCon? Listen to like some other streamer give me advice that he probably says online anyways? I know people do like meet and greets, but you could do that at any other con, right? The other thing you'll say is that you'll have a much better experience because partners get a lot of perks. Then what's the point for... What's the point for a normal... It's not like a networking convention, right? Like Offkai is more of a... It kind of has half networking, half like fan vibes. I thought TwitchCon was supposed to be for like streamer fans. You heard TwitchCon is for waiting in line and getting creeped on? Lines for what? What are you doing at TwitchCon? TwitchCon's main appeal is FOMO? Honestly, that's what it feels like. What's the 18+ con called? Hentai Matsuri. It should be on my Twitter. To meet the Coomers, I'll meet you at any other con that isn't gonna charge you $1 billion.
Fumo FOMO. We actually, the last 4 Fumos, I think one was our warehouse copy, and then 2 of them got returned. I'm not sure why they got returned, but they basically got sent back, and we held on to them for a while. And then the 4th one is just our last in stock Fumo. We sold all 4 of them. All of the Fumos are gone. See you at FurryCon? I'll see you at FurryCon, yeah. I'll be there. Sure. I've never actually interacted with, like, someone that has a real fursuit. They seem cool. They seem, like, impressive to build. I used to make a lot of cosplay, and, that shit's not easy. They make them with, like, fans inside them so that you don't, like, sweat. That's crazy. You're paddling over to your location. I'm coming for the Fumo. I have 1 extra Fumo. I have 1 extra Fumo that has a crease on it. So she's my little special child. Yeah, take me to Congress. You're super excited for Offkai next year already. Your experience was pure joy. This year was really fun. It was super fun. I had fun the year previous, but obviously I was kind of having a bad time throughout parts of 2 years ago. Had a lot of fun at this one this time. There's not any negative part of my experience at Offkai. I suppose if I had gone to like the Phase Connect show, I would have been a little disappointed, but I didn't even have time to do that. Did you drop her as a baby? I think on the way out, yeah, I think she like hit her head or something. She's my special little girl. When we'll be able to get those acrylics you showed us? Those should be so Kawa is working on some stuff in the warehouse right now, but I will ask them. Shouldn't be too long. I'll send them a message right now. I'm wondering when the leftover Gyroca stock might go up. I've had a few people asking about the stance specifically. Okay. I asked. We'll find out. You know who else I need a message? I need to message Advanced GG about something.
Oh, drink water,
Drink water, drink water, bitch.
Oh, drink water, drink water, drink water, bitch.
Shiny, thank you for gifting us up to Innate Meerkat.
Drink water, bitch. Oh, drink water, drink water, drink water, bitch.
Your Kumo clip you keep on your work badge needs another bath. Oh, is it the rubber keychain? I love rubber keychains so much. That was like they kind of wanted to fight me on that. They were like, why not just use an acrylic keychain? I'm like, you don't understand. Rubber keychains are the fucking bomb. I have a bunch of Concole ones. They're super easy to wash too. You just have to use like a magic eraser. And they like last forever. Yeah, the rubber ones are really cute. So waiting on the P Advanced GG flavor. I contractually cannot respond with any sort of news on that. I can't say shit about that right now. You've posted how dirty it's gotten in composting. Let me see this.
I want to see how dirty it is. I'm pulling it up. Oh, it's not that bad. It says, wait. The last message you sent, it's clean. Last message you sent, it's clean. You hear about how gamer subs can no longer sell lean flavor? I know! I'm so mad! My favorite part of that whole situation was the entire time they're getting in trouble for selling something called lean with Joe Biden's face on it. Fucking Mari is telling people to use her code FEN. I'm like staring over from like the advanced GG side, just like watching them. I'm like, what are they fucking doing over there? It's hilarious, but also it seems like a fucking nightmare. They're selling it with a new picture. Damn. Wow. I cannot suggest
Uncle
lean.
Phil, you got to kick that man's butt.
I can suggest the melon flavor of Advanced DG or the Ramune flavor. That's really good too. They're both really good. All right. What time is it? We can still talk a little bit longer. We can talk a little bit longer. Now introducing lean to with Mirka. I think I can get in trouble. Now with Fen. In Minecraft. They put the fake glasses and nose back. No fucking way. Wait. You're fucking kidding, right? You're joking. They're gonna get in actual trouble. Hold on. I have to see this. Oh, you're not even joking. Oh my god. Do they not have like a lawyer or something? Jesus Christ. Anyways. Go buy some advanced GG. Lawyer fighting for his fucking life. Yeah. Check composting again? Yeah, sure. Oh, she is dirty. She's a dirty girl. Hold on. Pull her up for you guys to see. Ready? I should probably like spoiler this NSFW right here. Ready? Look at that. Look at that dirty girl. Look at that dirty girl. She needs a bath. She needs a bath. I think we actually sold out of the rest of these too. I'll double check. But I do want to do another rubber keychain soon. She knows it. Dirty Kumo pics. Yeah, no, they're really easy to clean now. Just a magic eraser is all you need. Leaning with Biden. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Wow. Well, you need a come pee keychain. Recently, one of the Hikimoshi girls got a peeing keychain, and I was like, why have I not done that? Why have I not done that? I want a peeing keychain. It'd be cute, right? I was pretty impressed with how much of the Gyarocast merch we sold.
Comfy flavor? I can't say anything about that. I can't say anything about it. But I will say, if you if we keep up the good work at Advanced GG, maybe one day you'll be able to taste my piss. Did I already talk about Gyarocast and what platforms we're using from now on? I think I did. I did not delete my Patreon. I got banned. George Sport, I got banned. They literally, I woke up one morning and they were like, "Fuck you. We don't want you here anymore." I didn't delete it, but I do have a new website. It's on Substar. You should be able to find a link to it somewhere on the internet. I can't link it here. I'd get in trouble. Yeah, I got Thanos snapped. Ooh. Scrub guy Scar. Yeah, scrub guy Scar. They couldn't handle me, dude. They couldn't. Actually, since the new platform, I've been really excited to work on stuff. I have been working on a Mutsuki ASMR script. It's safe for work. And it's 10 pages so far. Like a Blue Archive themed roleplay. I was trying to hit 20 pages, but I might call it at 15 pages. For normal screenplays, 1 page is about 1 minute, but for ASMR scripts, you tend to fill a lot of the spaces with like trigger noises. So I think it might be a 20-minute script already. You're very scared of that happening on P-Site? On P-Site? What's P-Site? Patreon. Yeah, no, Patreon's terrified of anime girls. It's really weird. They'll see an illustration and they'll be like, this. Now this right here. This is the worst, most horrible shit I could have ever imagined. P-Site is the site in your room where you pee. Oh, okay. I already have a dedicated corner for that. I don't know. It's like, there's like a lot of very, I live in the world of California where strange men in business suits look at an anime girl illustration and decide that like they have to fight an entire campaign against her. I'm not sure why that's the hill they choose to die on. But I will not change my ways. There's no win condition. What? Oh, hello! Welcome, Raiders! Welcome! Win condition, what were you up to? Vixie, hello! Hi, Vixie! Lily Rouge. Hi, welcome to stream. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in. You guys are playing Inscription. I still have yet to play that. Have you been having fun with it? Anime girl's natural enemy. Lawyers. No, literally. Alright, so there's a bunch of stuff that like J18 publishes. And it's all like obviously like legal like work. But like lawyers see it and they're like, even though it's like not like what would you even call it? What do you even call it? Like banned works? Even though it's all like legal works and like cartoons, lawyers look at it and they're like, I'm going to advise against hosting this content. It's because the lawyers they're trained to like be like
How do we protect you from any sort of opportunity of attack? We're obviously just going to be super conservative that way, so that we can protect you. It's lame. It's lame. It's lame. It's lame. But I'll just keep being me. Marketing too, yeah. I remember a certain VTuber was not allowed to get a GamerSupps cup because they were flat-chested. And they had to fight GamerSupps on that. Oh, small boobies. Small boobies. Oh no. Yeah. How about I advise you to hold these lawyers' pants grab? They fear the 4-letter word. Yeah. On-screen celebration. What is that? Mako, what is that? What did you click? A new feature they released an hour ago? What does it do? Did it do something? Do I have to do like a little dance or something? Flat is justice. I agree, Eric. It already did something? Oh, I missed it. Be crime 2K. Oh, right. It showed the emotes on screen. I missed that. Yeah, happy Pride to all who celebrate. I know, that's, yeah. Amelia, I definitely. Yeah, I agree. Anyways. We're gonna do some writing today. Normally Thursday mornings I write for my Pathfinder game. So that's probably what we're gonna be doing. I'll work a little bit on it. Personally hating any kind of titties is ungrateful. All titty good. All titty good. All titty good. Oh, Asa! Can I have a shout out for Asaban, please? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Message effects for chat. Oh, it's glowy. Yeah, there's literally no way for me looking at my OBS to tell. I was just like, what are you guys doing? Your messages looked completely normal for me. A fucking glowy? Asaban's a glowy? Wow, come on. There we go. Wait. It's attached to my... It's attached to my eyelash. There. Your model isn't Twitch safe? Oh my god. Before we get into writing for the TTRPG, I'm kind of amazed at how much Twitch doesn't know what VTubers are. I'm kind of amazed, like, with the new VR chat, like, rules where it's like, oh, if you're in VR chat, your outfit can be different. It can be against TOS outfit, like, guidelines. But that same model, just in a VTuber program, is bannable. I might be misunderstanding it, but after seeing everyone's reactions, that's what it sounds like. And I do remember when Twitch called VTubers AI. That was like last year or something, right? That was yeah, that was something. Are you guys using your bits to make yourselves into glowies? I busted it was 2 years ago? Really? So we have to call ourselves V-Twitchers? No. YouTube obviously cannot see this, but I guess Twitch implemented a new feature where you can make your message glow. Bezos looks at IRL big titty girls in hot tubs and says yes. Bezos looks at big titty girls in cyberspace and is like, nah. Nah. Like I said, I think a big part of it is like, I think I mentioned this before. Do you remember the Happy Tree Friends? I don't even want to say incidents, but like drama from like a few years back, where like a bunch of adults, like parents, a bunch of parents were like, I caught my child watching Happy Tree Friends, which is a cartoon that looks like it's for kids, and tricked them into then watching gore. I have a feeling like a lot of the miscommunications that end up happening is because people that don't understand there's a large market of adult animation see like a VTuber and think that it's like some sort of a trick. It's just a medium, but a lot of people see it as like for kids. So then when they see something that they think is supposed to be for kids that has adult content in it, they suddenly like freak the fuck out. I feel like that's a big source of where all this miscommunication comes from. Showing them adult animation makes them freak out. It really does. It really does. Not as bad as the parents that took their kids to see Sausage Party. Ah, that was that one by that dude that has a funny laugh, right? The guy that goes, I don't know anything about that. Yeah. My parents, I grew up like watching a lot of like the Pokemon movies a whole bunch. So my parents like kind of always saw like it as like a kid thing. I don't think they really understand. But I have not lived with them for many, many years. So they don't even really know what my job is. Like, they know that I like stream on the internet, but they're clueless as to how that works or how any of it works. Adult animation in the US is not new. No, they've been making cartoons since like for adults since like the 1930s, 1920s. I don't know why so many people see it as like a childish entertainment. I sit behind a spider PNG and lick a mic and I call my chat the Coomers. It just works. It just works. Who's laughing now? Who's laughing now? They did freak the fuck out about Simpsons back in the day. Did they really? I didn't know that. Your dad watched the Monogatari series with you in the living room? I don't know what was going through my mind as a middle schooler, but I was like, I was watching Bakuto Test for the first time. And I was like, ah, yes, this will be a great introduction for my parents to watch. And then they never ever watched anime with me ever again. I don't know what the fuck was going through my goddamn mind. But literal brain rot. Never again did they watch anime with me. However, that cross-dressing character, that was a sign for them. That was a clear cry for help. That was a clear cry for help from me. They should have known. If they did not know by then, they should have known. That's true, Meerkat. I mean, I think that's true a lot of the time, but I think like I have a family member who like keeps asking me when I'm gonna get a real job. Even though they know that I can like I can, well, before the Patreon ban, that I could live on my own. I could provide like for myself and my dog. They'd still be like, so when are you getting a real job? I'm afraid there's just like a disconnect with some people, but only time your dad watched anime with you was when Dragon Ball Z Kai was on TV. He watched all the Goku vs Frieza episodes. That's awesome. That's awesome. I was working a real job. God. Guess who I saw at Starbucks? Your pilot, so when you're gonna mind your own shit? No, I didn't really know how to respond because I didn't want to explain what I do. I didn't want to explain what I do. I do think it's smart to have a backup. I currently do not have a backup. It's kind of scary, but yeah. It's why when my Patreon did get banned, I kind of freaked out. I didn't have any other like secondary sources of income. Some people just don't view work done online as real work. No, that's true, because I think the same relative did not take me seriously when I was working in game development. To be fair, I was making shit. Like, I was making pennies, but I don't think they viewed that as a real job either. It's the same type of people that, like, if you do commission work, like artwork online, they won't like view it as like a real job. Which is like, it's in creative like jobs like these. Yeah, we don't make a lot of money at all. When I was working as a game dev, I could barely afford like rent and stuff. But I mean, it's because I wasn't like established, you know. Your artist friends complain. Yeah, I have a lot of artist friends that complain about it, where they're like, I'm supposed to get like these 3 works done today, but my parents, like, because they still live with their parents, they're like, my parents are like not giving me the time to work on stuff because they don't take it seriously. You're still just doing commissions? Like, I'm paying rent. Yeah. It's kind of wild. Tell someone to make art assets equal manager job. Making art, not real. I mean, there's like, I think a lot of it is like when someone's making art as a freelancer, they're not taken as seriously as someone that gets like a job at a company for it. And it's because they don't make, I mean, they could make as much. It's because in the eyes of people, they get like the struggling artist archetype stuck in their head. There's a lot of like VTuber model like rigging artists that like, they're all freelancers and they make, have you seen the cost of like the expensive ass rigging? Holy shit. Holy shit. They definitely have a stable job. It's set on like perceived stability. Yeah. Which is wild because as a indie dev in game development, outside of a company, I feel like the stability of your job is actually more stable than if you work at a company. Every like quarter, every production quarter, it's like, all right, team, congratulations on working on that project. I can't believe we got it out on time. You guys all did great. We're firing 90% of you. Okay. Your sister used to stream IRL before you showed her VTubers and model stuff. She made her own and hasn't gone. I I don't want to have to do my makeup every morning before a stream. I don't want to have to do my makeup, a full face of makeup, and then pick out an outfit. Nah, dude, I'm in like a long skirt and like an oversized t-shirt right now. Actually, my roommate was like, "You look like a Japanese kindergarten teacher today." The thought of varying up shirts every day is too much. Job stability from an employer is something that boomers and Gen Xers had, and they don't recognize employers don't value loyalty anymore. I think that's true in certain industries. Definitely in the game development industry, I could say that that's true. You thought most VTubers stream naked? I'm unique. I'm unique. I tend to put on clothing before I stream. Actually, I'm kind of worried. I live on like the second, I guess, third story. I'm above the ground floor now, and it's gotten so hot inside of my place already. I'm terrified of like the summer heat. I think I'm gonna have to get like a really nice fan. Like I can't really. I'm not. I wonder if I could. Do you think I could put that on my tax write-off? Like a nice Dyson fan. This is for work. This is so I don't die while I'm working. What is this music? Pepoyo. You got one of those nice tower fans? Yeah, I want one of the ones that's like also an air conditioner. I'm gonna use the ad break to wash my face, and then we will be right back and we'll start writing, okay? Tax write-off, industrial air conditioner. It's just a Dyson fan. You're glad living expenses are cheap? Don't move to California. Whatever you do, don't move to California. Don't move here. Just run the other direction. All right. Hello. We're back. I'm upon some writing music, but I also need I need my LibreOffice program. What kind of writing music should I put on? Just like some fantasy stuff? LibreOffice, where are you? There you are, baby. Baby girl. Baby girl. Yeah, we're on the right. I don't know that I've written the last recap. So we'll probably work on that. Yeah, yeah. All right, let's see. We got Dungeon, City, Ruins, Underdark. Can we get a poll in chat? Dungeon, City, Ruins, or Underdark playlist? Piss girl. Piss girl. Alright. Underdark? Well, we'll put the poll up. Put the poll up. Mods. Mods, get the poll up. I'll put it up on the Twitch chat. Oh, Neko messaged me. Hug. Wait, do I not have mods in chat right now? Do I not have mods in chat? Also, I need you guys on screen somehow. Let's see. Let me move this. Wow, I can't see that at all. I'm gonna use that one. There we go. Scuffed. Super scuffed. Okay, you're here. Put on some sort of poll then. All right. Last time I wrote notes, I think we were prepping a session. Welcome to my tabletop role-playing game writing sessions. This is actually probably gonna be the first one on YouTube, so some information may need to be given to you guys that have not been following my TTRPG stuff. Kumo, how has been using LibreOffice for a while? I like it. There's still a lot of stuff that I'm getting used to, but I like it a lot. I like when I use German words and it knows what they are. Alpha, welcome in, welcome in. I'm actually dual casting, so there's also another conversation going on Twitch. But thank you for visiting the channel. Alright, mods, I'm just gonna put on the Underdark playlist. You guys are assholes. You guys suck. Okay. Let me know if it's too loud. The last thing that we made seems to be session prep for our 23rd game of Pathfinder. But I think it might have been the 24th game. Let me double check. Oh shit, actually the last recap was the 25th game. Session 25, Threads of Slumbering City. Do you want me to read the last recap to you guys? Do I have it as a LibreOffice file? Let me double check. don't. So I'm just going to grab it from over here. I'll paste it. Okay. So some background about my setting. Let's see. I have 1, 2, 3. I have 5 players. They are currently level 1. We are on session 25. This was the last session that I at least wrote a recap for. So we might have done session 26 last time. It is mostly a low fantasy setting, mostly human characters. There is some magic. Like, if there is magic, it's because of a wizard. Wizards are not seen as like common. They're very rare, very feared. There's a few like things that aren't like most fantasy settings, like the arquebus has been invented. Magic is kind of feared. And I allowed one of the players to be a kobold. Recently, they escaped from this sort of country that is in civil war and entered the Underdark so that they could hide out for the winter amongst a kobold warren, which is probably the most fantasy that they're going to get for a long time. So they are currently staying in a kobold warren, which is not like what they expected. It's almost like a little underground city, and I'd say it's about 1.5 square miles. There's a massive cavern that has a bunch of kobold, I wouldn't call them buildings, but it's difficult to call them anything else. But they are staying in a small pocket of this cavern that foreigners are allowed in. You can't hear the music. Okay, let me check that. Is that better? The most important aspect, I guess, about my setting is it is based... Well, it's not based off of... It has a bunch of influence from one 3rd edition Dungeons & Dragons title called Ghostwalk. I just noticed the timer there. I kind of made up the concept of what a ghost walk is because they weren't in the original ghost walk setting, but there are storms that occur occasionally in the material plane that are basically storms of the ethereal sea, where the ethereal sea and the material plane kind of clash, and there's a ghost storm. I think this is something that is called like the is it Wild Hunt? The Wild Hunt. Yeah, in North European folklore. It's similar to that. That is generally the most unique part of this setting. They're not common, and a lot of people don't believe in them. The other unique part, I would say, is just that there's no proof that gods exist. There are clerics, and clerics have divine abilities, but a lot of characters in the setting don't believe that those are granted by gods. They think those are like either devils in disguise, kind of trying to control people and play it off as them being deities, or they think that the people that have those abilities can only manifest them because of the power of just like pure belief and magic. They think it's just another form of magic, which is seen as pretty evil. She cob on my bold till I draconic cry. I would say that clerics are not, like, common either. So, a lot of people don't see clerics who have radiant magic. Alright. Last session. This is session 25. Threads of a Slumbering City. Darkfell the Third. Night. Having been served their meals and now sitting comfortably in a booth at Beneath the Beams, the party discussed their current plans. Rooms were acquired and paid for until the 1st of spring. It cost nearly 1,000 silvers. The party each pool 125 silver pieces into their boarding fund. They'd leave when the snows began to thaw, they decided. A few members of the party ask if the establishment is in need of workers, and Travis, the orc that works there, tells them that he could set a meeting with the owner of the establishment, Elise Churnwater. Darkfell the 4th, morning. The party woke up early by instinct, even with the warm beds and comfortable bathrooms the tavern establishment had provided them. Breakfast was served fresh and hot. It was the beginning of a busy week. There were a few patrons that arrived in the early hours, though there was no change in light down here for you to tell because they're in the Underdark. A group of dwarves sit at a table earnestly discussing amongst themselves in Dwarven about something called oil fields. Zach, Bartholomew, and Reese, all members of the party, were hired on by Elise Churnwater to assist in the upkeep and day-to-day of Beneath the Beams. There were never more than 2 workers on a shift at a time. Travis seemed relieved to have some genuine time off. Lamanapuni, another member of the party, seemed to find something to busy herself with, as do all the other party members. For most of the days over the next week, the party rarely see each other until they return to Beneath the Beams. 1 or 2 of the party members were usually already there in the same booth, idly chatting, eating, drinking, or writing. Reese began working at Beneath the Beams along with Zach and Bart. He learned that one of the kobolds, Chief Iro Hror Finslitter, is a skilled warrior who he may be able to learn a thing or two from. Between their revolving shifts, Zach wandered the Foreign District and its many food stalls. It seemed that those were the only reason the kobolds visit this area of the Warrens. He visits Ostrich, who is an old hag-like woman that lives in this corner of the kobold dens. She is a human, they think, that they dropped off one of their NPC friends with. He visits Ostrich and asks her about the many poultices and potions he saw the day previously in her home. Dub, the NPC that they dropped off with her, begs Zach to bring him over to Beneath the Beams, but Zach decided to let him stay with Ostrich a bit longer. This halfling that they had been traveling with broke his leg, and so they brought him to this old hag-like lady to heal. Yes, Alpha, I have that video on here. There should be another one coming soon. Meanwhile, Sigmund searched for some form of post or mail running service, in addition to a shop to equip himself adequately for the task at hand. It seemed getting mail to the company will be extremely difficult. This character, he works in a mercenary company, and he's been apart from them for quite some time now, as he travels with the adventuring party. It didn't look like there was any form of post service in Kobold society beyond giving word to a traveler and paying them for delivering your letter. As for stores, the Foreign District was lacking, though 2 shops, Franz Ortnight's Oddities, you guys named that character, chat, and Stonefist Traders and Imports both sell an odd weapon or 2. Sigmund has yet to visit the latter, but did purchase a broken spyglass from the former. Sasha, another member of the party, asked Starry Eyes, who is the Ettercap that they have adopted, to help train him during the night. He searches for forges and workshops that will work with him during the day. And so far, there were few willing to do service with a unknown outsider. The Spear Fountain Forge seemed to have worked with foreigners in the past, but one of their forge masters, Kint, outright refused working with a nobody like Sasha, and Sasha was left with nothing from his search for the week. Sasha did, however, go with his brother to the Stonefist Traders and Imports shop to purchase Starry Eyes a new outfit. It was here that they spied a well-dressed dwarf who seemed to be conducting some kind of shady business beyond the storefront. The Ettercap was ecstatic about his new outfit, not about the shady business. Yeah. Alpha, when the next update for Andy and Lele comes out, I'm excited to play that. Jasper learns about the Kobold Warrens from walking about, sometimes with Grixley, the Kobold NPC they met previously, who need only be paid in a sweet or two. Jasper is the Kobold of the party. He was born in a Kobold Warren, but he was raised on the surface. So he doesn't know much about Kobold, society. Life down here is different, yes, but also somehow familiar. It casts a melancholic daze over his mind. At night, or when no one is around, Jasper spends hours poring over his tome, making peculiar and complicated theories of spellworks to align with the book's own mysterious nature, in attempts to understand what it truly is. During his research, Jasper learned that the undead soul that the party first encountered in Session 1 on the sea south of Astara was called Ninhil the Craven Wraith. Darkfell the 7th, night. Towards the end of the week, on Saturday the 7th, Sigmund approached the dwarves, who were once again discussing amongst each other in their native tongue. He learned that they are led by a man called Gurn Orstopper, and work for a large alliance of dwarves called the Grand Thrymheim Conglomerate. They are an expedition force, sent to look for liquid gold, lakes and pools of oil beneath the Earth's surface. They believe that there is a pool beneath the Kobold Warrens, and could use a good merc to distract the kobolds that are between it and their survey. Sigmund told them that he'd have to think on this offer, but the dwarves do offer him a hefty sum of silvers. Homanapuni and Starry Eyes return while the rest of the party gathers, and the party learns that Homanapuni had been gambling at a business called the Lucky Dragon, and had been using Starry Eyes' psionic ability to cheat her way into easy winnings. We ended the session with them knowing that there was a kobold holiday that was occurring called Burrow Bless on the morrow. At the end of all my recaps, I do list down new NPCs and new locations. So the new NPCs that they met on during the session were Gurn Orstopper and his allies, Brimstone Cast, Durin Ironbad, and Franz Ortnight, who you guys named after Fortnite. Owner of Franz Ortnight's Oddities, Franz is in their own little world, talking to themselves, often making remarks to themselves as they work. A kind of hairy man. He may be human, he may be a half-foot. He's definitely giving rat. His shop is very grime-core and cluttered with all sorts of junk. This character, I don't think I wrote about it in the recap, but Jasper was told that there is, because he was looking for any sort of magic, knowing that magic's a little more common under the surface than on the material plane. And he was pointed in the direction of a Quaggoth called Vroka the Mad Mage, who's a, I don't know if you guys know what a Quaggoth are. They're very, very large blue-furred creatures from the Underdark. But he has a quilt of braided beard, and he is said to conduct black magic. Basically, everyone that told Jasper about him was like, this guy's crazy. Avoid him at all costs. Does underground not count as being in the material plane? in my setting, the Underdark is generally regarded as a separate plane of existence. There are a few things that work differently on the Underdark, and a few wizards have theories on to why that is. But they do tend to agree that it has a different air to it than the material plane. Okay, they also learned about the Grand Thermheim conglomerate, which is basically a coalition of different dwarven guilds that are working together. We did run session 26, so as is tradition, we're going to work on the recap. It's been like 3 weeks. It's been like 3 weeks since we played, so. I have Meringue's notes here. We played on May 16th, it looks like. And I should be able to tell what the day in-game is because it was a holiday that should be written down in my calendar. Burrow Blast, yep, okay. Sunday, the 8th of Darkfell. Winter. Morning. Meringue's notes oftentimes don't make any sense. Zach bakes a holy cake as an offering for Bean Day. Ah, right. Fuck. The party awake on the date of Burrowblast, which they likened to Setsubun. I'm not sure why they likened it to Setsubun, but from that day, that point forward, the players started calling it Bean Day. Most of the homies, fucking meringue. Most of the homies go and buy beans at food stalls and buy candy at a halfling shop. A horned manual cat is at this shop. ... Sus. Short person. There is a short person spying into beneath the beams. The party follow him. Ratman Franz stole clogs out of the trash. Okay, this makes no sense. I kind of recall what's going on, but 8th of Darkfell. Stake out the Hodekins. They exist! Exclamation point. Procession in the morning along with festivities. Okay. The party awake on the day of Burrowblast. They were informed by the orc running beneath the beams the Burrowblast was a serious matter to Kobold Society. Let's see here. I should have some actual notes on the holiday in my session prep. I just have to find it real quick. It might actually be... Chottomate. Might actually be on a different Word doc. It's gotta be here somewhere. Maybe it's this one? Oh wait, session prep April 4th. Okay, here it is.
Found it.
This is a large paragraph about Burrow Blast. We don't need all of it, but we will take what we need from it. On Burrow Blast, kobolds conduct rituals to bless their lairs and seek protection from malevolent spirits. This is a day where kobolds attempt to parley with the spirits of the home, known as hodkins, that play tricks on those who disrespect them. Of course, many don't believe hodkins exist, but the more supernaturally inclined kobolds believe they do. The day began, actually, a solemn procession led by the elder kobolds, who carried ceremonial lanterns adorned with intricate carvings depicting scenes from kobold folklore. As the procession wound is the past tense of winds? I think it is. As the procession wound its way through the grand quarters, kobolds gathered in small groups to exchange blessings and prayers, invoking the names of their ancestors and offering gifts of food, drink, and incense upon their hearths and burrow steps to appease the spirits of their home. Okay. Children, we're supposed to save some sweets to put out in their shoes for the hodkins. At night. And would be rewarded by the spirits for their offerings come morning. Okay, wound is the correct word. It just looks like wound, so it's confusing. Hodkins are made up. I made up that word. I mean, I didn't actually make up that word. I think it's another spirit in folklore that is akin to kobold, the word kobold. It might actually, I think the etymology of it is like pretty close to the word kobold. So that's where it came from. But these sort of kobolds, hodkin beings, spirits, are not a thing in D&D. I just made them up. Let's see here. The kobolds and my setting are very They're very Moomin core. They're more like the furry rat sort of old school kobolds than they are the little dragons that you see in like newer editions of D&D. Zach decides that if an offering must be made, he would bake one. Bartholomew helps Zach use the kitchen tokens. You like the Ragnarok online canine kobolds? I've never seen those. Let me look those up. Yeah, so kobolds in my game, they can be scaled. They can have fur. They're described as a little more dog-like and rat-like than dragon-like. Oh, those are cute. I like these. They're very dog-like in Ragnarok online, it looks like. But they don't look exactly like dogs. It's not just like a little dog person with like a dog head in my setting. They're a lot more like traditional Scandinavian trolls. They're little creatures. Like I said, they're very Moomin core. They can have horns and stuff. They are still considered to have some sort of connection with dragons in my setting, though. They usually worship dragons rather than anything else. Dragons and spirits. Welcome in, Socialist Otter. They do the same in Dungeon Meshi. Yeah, in Dungeon Meshi, the kobolds in Dungeon Meshi are basically like canine, bipedal canine people. I think the way that the mangaka writes them is really cute. It was always an odd detail that kobolds in D&D still kept the dog nose, even though they're taking the small dragon route. Yeah, it's very interesting as they more and more editions come out. They made them more and more dragon-like and less like the original canine appearance that they had. I still dragon simps. Yeah, they're still dragon simps. Not as much in my setting. That's not assumed to be the norm. Like this kobold, what is it called? This colony of kobolds don't worship a dragon. They do believe in a big spirit that sleeps underneath the mountain, which may be a dragon, but they don't depict it as such. Okay, Zach decided that if an offering must be made, he would bake one. Bartholomew helped Zach use the kitchen of Beneath the Beams to make a confectionery treat for the Hodkins. It turned out so well that they decided to make two. The duo made a pact. They would stay up all night and stake out to witness a Hodkin. Oop. Most of the other members of the party Jasper, let's see. Is Jasper, Reese, What is Sasha's brother's name? I'm blanking. Let me check Meringue's notes. I don't know why I'm blanking on this. Let's see. Also, for those of you that have never come to the writing streams, sometimes I do need to look through notes or think for a little bit, and that's why I always say it's more of a relaxed stream as I flip through this tome of notes looking for one name. Noah. His name is Noah. Jasper Reese, Noah, and Waman Puni. Decide to buy confectionaries at a local vendor for the holiday. Notably, Sigmund and Sasha don't seem to care much for entertaining the prospect of Hodkins existing. Noah DeWay? Noah. His name's Noah. Free paper flipping ASMR. Sometimes I'll put my mic near the keyboard while I type. You got some keyboard ASMR. Okay. The sweets vendor is a halfling. Seems to have set up shop in the foreign quarter. Within their store are a variety of bean and mushroom. Bean, let's see here. Yeah, bean and mushroom based candies and taffies. A horned manual cat observes the party as they browse the shop's wares. Actually, Starry Eyes also went. There are several, so there's 5 NPCs in the party. I can list them out. Okay, so I don't know how large of a text I can make this. We have the players, which consist of, make it a little bit bigger, Sasha. This is Meringue's character. They are a fire, like an elemental blessed human. We just call them blessed humans. They're basically like more human-like fire, like Genasi from 5th edition. Blessed human inventor. Then there is Sigmund, human mercenary fighter. Zach, human cleric. I'm gonna put that behind me. Oh, too far behind. Okay. Zach, the human cleric. Make this a little bit smaller. Reese, human lumberjack, basically, fighter. And then Jesper, kobold, wizard. Those are all of the players, but there's also some NPCs that they've been tracking around for a while now. Omanipuni is a race I made up for my setting called Runa Kukura. She's a gunslinger. Not like a traditional gunslinger, but like a arquebusier, which I do not remember how to spell. So I'm just gonna put gunslinger. Starry Eyes is an ettercap, which is a type of spider race. Noah, who is the human fighter brother of Sasha. Make text a little bit smaller so you can see everything here. And Bard, Bartholomew, who is a ex-soldier that they adopted along the their way through the game. He is also a human fighter. I think that's everyone that they have with them right now. Yeah, that's everyone. Yeah, arquebusier, thank you. Runa Kukura are, they are I would say that they're closest, to like a Triton. Kind of a mixture between what a Triton and what a water genasi are. They are not like merfolk. They are, people that live primarily on the land, but they are also, near amphibious. There are not many of them in the setting because they're from very, very, very far south, and are part of like an empire that is on the southern hemisphere of my setting. They are inspired by the Imperial China and also the Inca. For most of the art that I use to represent them, I use there's a race from Pillars of Eternity that they kind of look like, and I also use the Ixalan merfolk art. But sometimes neither of those really match what I envision them to look like. Yeah, Ixalan merfolk. I think in my mind they look like Ixalan merfolk if they didn't have all of those fins and stuff. Bartholomew has to be from a noble family and have a full name, like James Clerk Belouise Bartholomew III. Bartholomew is from a very, very poor family and was inducted into the Palatinate army of Ostara. Originally, one of the NPCs that the group was imprisoned with attempted to execute Bartholomew when they washed up on a beach with him. But the party stopped that character from executing Bartholomew. That character later died in like session 2. And Bartholomew has been here all 26 sessions. He's kind of described as looking like the guy from What We Do in the Shadows, the guy with the beard, the more like what is the guy? Hold on, What We Do in the Shadows actors. He looks like a more balding Matt Berry. He looks like a more balding Matt Berry. I did not expect him to survive the first session of the game. But here we are, and here they have dragged him through 26 sessions. He has a -3 to all ranged attack rolls because he needs glasses and doesn't have a pair. And he has 2 daughters and a wife who live in Ostara, and he has been trying to get back to them. All 25 sessions. Bartholomew has to be the most resilient NPC ever. He's survived a lot more than I expected him to. They started the game being arrested with 3 other NPCs, one of which is Womanapuni. The other 2 characters ended up dying. They adopted Starry Eyes after like session 4. Because Starry Eyes is a blind Ettercap psionic and was kicked out of their clutch by a very powerful psionic spider that saw them as a threat. And the party ended up adopting Starry Eyes. Noah was picked up around session 10 or 11 when Noah and Sasha reunited. They are brothers. Noah is the younger brother. And Bartholomew, yeah, he's just been here since session 1. They've just dragged him across... let me see if I hide this and hide my Libra office. Do you see on the map where it says Splinterlicks? That is where my party first washed up, session 1. It is in the bay to my left. Splinterlicks. They washed up there session 1 because of a ghost walk that hit a prison ship that they were on and sank the ship. They washed up there and then they traveled to Talnadal, which is they thought it was an actual city, but it is a ruin that is claimed by a giant psionic spider. That's where they met Starry Eyes, and that's where 2 of the NPCs that they started the game with ended up dying. They then continued traveling to Holland, which is in the country of Morval. Morval is amid a civil war thanks to a crazy wizard who killed the king. And they basically spent 15 sessions traveling from Holland to the city of Dune, which used to be the capital of Morval. 2 countries that border Morval, the Palatinate of Ostara and then the Empire of Gothia, which is so large I'd have to move the map. It is based up here, and their border comes all the way to the town of Holland. Both of those countries had invaded Morval under the pretense of returning the peace. And they came to a head in the city of Dune. And I thought the players were going to stay. I thought the players were going to stay and see who came out on top in this battle that occurred outside of the ruined capital. But they didn't. They decided, you know what? It's probably safest if we got the fuck out of here before people started fighting, which is totally fair. And they left the morning before the fighting. So they could hear the armies marching to attack each other the morning they left. They traveled north into the mountains between the Stranglewood and Morville because they heard that there was a kobold warren in the mountains. These are the Obercrest Mountains. I haven't marked them yet, but that's the name of the mountain range. So they decided, we have a kobold and we have a refugee that we've picked up in Dune, a halfling fur trapper that have both, we like have a fur trapper that has spoken to the kobolds that live in the mountains, and we have a kobold in our party. So we will go to the kobolds, offer our services, and then stay there for the entire winter and wait out the winter. Did you base the map on a specific area, or is it all fictional? It is all fictional. It's all a setting that I have been working on for over a decade. I've ran 2 complete campaigns. This is my 3rd campaign taking part in this setting. But they've decided to stay the winter in the mountains, and then their plan is to travel to the Palatinate of Ostara and drop off Bartholomew in the city of Beowend, which is the capital of Ostara. Meanwhile, your character in D&D is an ogre that wants to eat and fight. I think I actually prefer characters that have like no backstory. I really prefer when people make blank slates and then they end up developing the character as the campaign like naturally progresses. But yeah, they basically had a job that they picked up in Holland to get to Dune, and then they completed that job. Some members of the party want to go to Ostara because Sasha is looking for something his mother lost during the Civil War, like an invention. And then other players want to take a boat out of Beowend or Port Durant and sail the coast past Navarre, north along this area called the Bleak Coast, past the Keening Shores, and into the territory of the Empire of Gothia. Eventually, Sigmund, one of the player characters, wants to reach the capital of Gothia, Shroud, because he has an important missive that he has to deliver to someone in the capital. I'm not sure if the other party members are going to go with him. I'm going to try to keep the party together. But right now, they're all kind of like arguing on what to do. Originally, they were going to take this road, this white dotted line, from Holland north to Shroud, but they found out that there are there's some strange raider like raiding party that keeps attacking the Gothian Crown's Guard, which is the army of the Empire of Gothia, along the road, and they're kind of worried about bumping into them, so they were going to avoid traveling on foot and go instead by boat. There is a certain character, there is the human cleric Zach, knows a little bit more about those raiding parties, but has not informed the party of their knowledge. Has something to do with their backstory. Right, but this session, we are in the Kobold Warrens. Sorry, I'm geeking out over it. I have the lame glasses on so that I can be lame. Not much happened outside of celebrating Burrow Bless. On their way back, something happens. I am going to take a bathroom break before I write out who they bumped into on the way back. Spoiler alert, it was the character you guys ended up naming, Franz Ortnight. And it did have to do with this sort of subplot that is happening in the Kobold Warrens. That I'm not sure if they're going to interact with or not. There was a murder at the tavern they're staying at. I'm not sure if they're gonna try to solve that murder or if it's just gonna end up being a loose thread, but this next part does have to deal with it. Don't be sorry you love this. I'm always surprised at how many of you guys say that you really like these streams, so I decided to put them on YouTube. I definitely need to do a few streams where I just talk about my world building, because I think a lot of it out of context is probably pretty confusing. But I'm gonna run to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Give me like 3 minutes. I'm back. Okay, I'm gonna put on a playlist I just made for the... I didn't just make it, but this is the playlist I have for the Kobold Warrens. You're so fucking confused. Why are you confused? What's wrong? Poppy, what's wrong? We're doing some writing and dying apparently. Some writing and recapping of my Pathfinder game. Yeah. How's the princess doing today? Done with the sickness? I'm almost done with the sickness. My throat is a little sore.
Hey, pal. You
I was
just blowing from
supposed to
stupid
have
down?
a singing lesson tomorrow, but I'm gonna have to cancel it. Is this Pathfinder 2nd edition? It is Pathfinder 2nd edition, yes. Hi, Iron Wolves. Welcome, welcome. I used to run... I used to play 2nd edition D&D. That's what I grew up on. Then I DM'd 3rd edition, and then I DM'd 5th edition, and then like a year or two ago, I think it was 2 years ago now, Wizards of the Coast was like really, really cringe, and I decided to move to Pathfinder last year. You found you from Roy's stream a week or so ago. Roy Chiado? Ah, welcome, welcome, Vargas. Welcome. Yahoo! Mo kawaii ne. Aha! Arigato! Arigato. Thank you. Suremai. Suremeka. Suremeka. Arigato. I am dual casting, so I got 2 chats right now up. But welcome to stream. Yeah, we're just working on some Pathfinder stuff right now. As I was saying, the party is in a kobold warren. They were getting confectionaries for a specific kobold holiday called Burrow Bless, where the kobolds give thanks to their ancestors and leave out treats for these house spirits called hodkins. So some of the party decided to go buy some sweets for the hodkins. 2 party members don't believe that the hodkins exist. That is Sasha and Sigmund. You played the Pathfinder video games but didn't get into it because hitting 1/4 basics at best was too much for you. I found the Pathfinder games, I didn't like the free camera. I prefer if it was just a sort of old school Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 fixed camera. They don't believe they exist. What? So hodkins, they're just like a kobold myth. So the other players didn't think they existed at all, but the rest of the party was like, oh, maybe these creatures do exist. My setting's pretty low fantasy, so the assumed would probably be that they don't exist. Most people would assume that. All right, on their way back to the tavern, the party passed an alleyway where a suspicious individual was scrounging through the bins, trash bins, I guess just refuse bins, of Beneath the Beams. You had a Fallout tabletop role-playing game today, and you play in 2 homebrew settings. I've been enjoying Pathfinder. It's a little complex when it comes to reading monster stats. I've been having the most trouble with balancing encounters, which I used to just be able to do like in my head, and reading the monster stats. I'm also a little disappointed that they don't have more of a variety of human enemies. It seems like the entire volume, all 3 volumes of the monster manuals for Pathfinder 2e are all just monsters. And I do like to include a lot of like human enemies in my campaigns. Humanist themes. After lurking outside the alley, the culprit friends into the group. Was the merchant? Yes, not merchant, but the what is a store that you go to sell used goods? It's pawn shop, yeah, a pawn shop. A pawnbroker, right? That's what you'd be called. Pawnbroker. Franz Ortnight, which don't blame me for the name, chat named Franz. Surprised to see so many people out at night. Franz was a little spooked. Jasper noticed that the small man had recovered what appeared to be a single clog out of the refuse bins. Shrugging off their meeting as a smoke break, and indeed while Napuni, Reese, and Noah were sharing a pipe on the side of the street, shrugging off their meeting as a smoke break, Jasper was able to douse any suspicion that he had been spying on France. There we go. You don't mind any system, but you do like Pathfinder 2nd Edition the most. It sucks because I really enjoyed early, I guess halfway through 5th Edition's lifespan, I really enjoyed it. And then somewhere around halfway through the 5th Edition of D&D, I kind of realized that they were just going to start simplifying stuff. In some ways, the simplicity of it was really helpful, and in other ways, it just made things feel like, okay, my next move, I roll a d20. Did it hit? Okay. Returning to Beneath the Beams, most of the party heads to their individual rooms to rest for the night. The majority of the party leave their shoes outside of their rooms and place sweets within them. Zach and Bart, however, Returning to beneath the beams, most of the party headed to their individual rooms to rest for the night. The majority of the party left their shoes outside their rooms and placed sweets within them. As they were told to do per the traditions of Burrow. Zack and Bart, however, set themselves up near the stairwell of the tavern with a view of both halls that run the L-shaped building's length. They were determined to bear witness to a Hodekin. A few hours into their stakeout, and with Bart nearly asleep, one of the doors to what is a room in called what is a room in a tavern called that you have room and board in? It's not like a. Is there a specific word for that? Hi, Fred. Welcome to stream. Yeah, like an in-room. Is there a specific word for a room you rent? Rented room? A few hours into their stakeout, and with Bart nearly asleep, one of the rented room's doors opened a crack. A small, furred being of no more than 5 inches height snuck out of the room and over to a pair of shoes. Zack excitedly woke Bart from his slumber. At this point, there were now 4 small grayish blue furred creatures inspecting confectionaries. Within the multiple pairs of shoes and boots lining the halls. As the duo watched in awe, the loud noise of footsteps
Thank you for the follows.
I'm trying to figure out how to word this sentence. As the duo watched in awe, the loud noise of footsteps beckoned their attention to the opposite hall. The tall and blundering orc, Travis, just left a room, heading their direction. As he neared them, he was surprised to see two grown men hiding in the corner of the stairwell. Audible shock alerted the Hodkins. In the blink of an eye, literally, they dissipated. That's not how you spell dissipated. Dissipated. Hold on. I'm in big brain mode. My brain's like, okay, how do I write this out? Because I don't have notes on it and I kind of recall what happened. What are you when you are a customer of a tavern? You're not a resident. You're a patron. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. As the duo watched in awe, the loud noise of footsteps beckoned their attention to the opposite hall. The tall and blundering orc, Travis, had just left a room and was headed their direction. I can't believe his name's Travis. He had like an actual orc name, but then my my party did not write it down, and I did not write his name down, and I'm not gonna spend time looking back at the VODs. They just decided to name him Travis. Had left the room and was heading their direction. As he neared them, he was surprised to see the grown men hiding in the corner of the stairwell. His audible shock alerted the Hodkins. In the blink of an eye, literally, they dissipated. Zack informed Travis in an annoyed tone that he had scared off a group of Hodkins, but the orc didn't seem to believe such creatures really existed. What followed was a loud argument that woke most of the patrons staying on this floor. Zack told the other members of the party that he and Bart had witnessed... underline, Hodkins. Some believed him, after seeing small oddities now replacing the sweets they had placed within their boots. A few, expensive, small rarities. Beads, coins, gems, and other such shiny objects had somehow replaced the confectionaries they had bought. They had offered the house spirits. Considering the stakeout worth the time he invested into it, Zack and the rest of the party returned to their individual rooms for the night. That is the end of the session. That is the they wasted an entire day on this holiday. You know the title has to be Hodkins, right? Title of the session, Hodkins. New NPCs. I don't think there were any. New locations. None. New etc. Hodkin. Small house spirits that infest kobold communities. Actually, what I did forget to write down is though Jasper didn't celebrate Bless, they had vague memories of their clutch, their family clutch, attempting to celebrate some sort of holiday soon after leaving for the surface that involved sweets and shoes. Though they did not understand what was going on at the time, they clearly remember their parents finding all the candy they had placed in the shoe the night before, still apparently inside the shoe, and vividly recalled their disappointment. From this, we learned that Hoodkins do not travel to the material plane, I guess. I do remember that being a very specific part of the game where Jasper was like, oh, I guess they do exist. They just only exist in kobold communities. This was like during their downtime period. We're supposed to be doing like a week at a time during the sessions because they're in downtime right now. But they spent an entire session on one day. Sunday, the 8th of Darkfell. Burrow bless. But that was a session recap for our last session. Session 26. They are finally leveling up. I believe they have already made their second level character sheets. I really now, you may be wondering how we're on session 26 and they're only level 2. I only let them level up if they're at a certain level of civilization where they could find access to training trainers and books and such so that they can do their level up. They've basically been ready to level up since I think session 12. I do like low level play a whole bunch though, so I did not mind stretching it out a little bit. But that was our recap. They need to roleplay their new abilities. Yeah, I did ask them. I asked all the players. I was like, okay, what are you doing? What are the choices you're making for your character? And how is your character learning these? Did they learn them as you guys traveled? Is there something that you've been doing this whole time that is now culminating in this new skill? Or are you trying to find someone to teach it to you? And if so, let me know what you're doing so that I can provide that for you. Super long time to figure out what they want, but it's also the first time any of them had played Pathfinder over 5th edition. So I think spending this long at first level got the basics of all of their character sheets down. And I think they're ready to start adding abilities to their characters. You gain the skill through copious drugs. That's one way. That's one way. Hi, Gravos. It was nice to see you again. All right, I'm gonna save this. Let's head back over to the other screen. I'm gonna change the music back to just normal stuff. All right. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Later this evening, I think we're gonna push it to 8 o'clock. We're gonna be doing the Doujinshi of the Week book club. That is on Blue Twitch or Lee. So I will see you there if you go to that. Otherwise, I will see you on Monday because I have a lot of stuff at Hentai Matsuri that I'm going to be doing this weekend. So there will be no streams. Thank you for coming to stream. I'm always, like I said, I'm always surprised you guys enjoy the writing streams. I think I get a little caught up on the fact that it's more of a low energy stream, and a lot of high energy streamers are like constantly like having their stuff pushed out like on Twitter and Twitch and stuff. So I forget that there are people who actually just enjoy low energy streams. You get to see me be a nerd. Yeah, I'm not a nerd. This is all just an act. This is all just an act. Okay. I forget there are people that enjoy low energy streams, says the ASMR artist. Yeah, but this isn't ASMR. It's very different. Let me make sure I save this so it doesn't get lost. Okay. A nerdy girl literally plays Conclave every day. I haven't done my dailies yet. I should do that after stream. I guess you're right. Let's find someone else to raid. Someone maybe nerdy. No, we won't raid someone nerdy. We'll raid let's see here. We're gonna raid Kumo. Who's a friend of mine. Yeah, they're doing a partner push. I don't think raids count towards it, but any follows probably help. Alright. I'll see you guys later tonight. And then Monday. Or if you're going to Hentai Matsuri, come say hi to me and the rest of the girls. Gyarukast is doing a meet and greet at 11 p.m. There's like a specific spot it is. Let me check. Where is it? Here we go. It is on the second floor. That's all the info I got. Second floor, 11 p.m. Gyarukast meet and greet tomorrow at Hentai Matsuri. Saturday, Gyarukast is doing a live show in the club room at Hentai Matsuri at 9 o'clock p.m. That will be recorded and we will post that on Spotify and our other platforms. On Sunday, I am going to be exploring the con hall as a robot. So that is at 3 p.m. I'll be roboting around. Until then, I will see you guys. Have a good night, alright? Bye. Get out of here. Go on. Scram. Get out of here. What are you waiting for? Bye.